A parallel universe exists, which is referred to as the old universe. This universe exists on its own timeline. The events that occurred in the old universe were very influential to the development of our universe. The civilization that existed in the old universe was called the Empire. The Empire controlled almost the entire universe and was extremely evil. In order to complete the capture of the entire universe, the scientists of that civilization created entities called mind eaters. The mind eater was a geoplasmic energetic entity that attached itself to the physical brain and auric energies of the being it invaded, removing the being's thought patterns and replacing it with new empiric programming. Essentially, this is what the Native Americans called the Wetiko mind virus. I understand this geoplasmic energetic entity and its correlations in our universe within this planet's history and knowledge as the archons, as what the Gnostics called the mind parasite, the dark energy of the archons. But this is where the Wetiko mind virus, where the evil, the dark energies of the archon have their origins in this old universe known as the Empire. And specifically, the old universe and the Empire, their representatives on this planet are known as the Brotherhood of the Serpent. Not to be confused with the Kundalini serpent, because the powers of the Kundalini serpent, coupled with our imagination, is how we stay immune to this archonic, geoplasmic, energetic entity that attaches itself to the physical brain, our auric energies, thus removing our own individual thought patterns and replacing it with this new empire programming, the artificial intelligence hive mind. So your creativity, your autonomy, your self-empowerment is all directly related to your creativity, dear esteemed, honorable, noble, and notable viewer. The scientists release these entities into unconquered worlds and also use them to program their own people. Imagine their shock when they realized that these entities could multiply themselves. When a mind eater absorbed a certain amount of energy, it split into two separate entities. Eventually, the mind eaters became uncontrollable and started feeding on their own creators, the old universe's form of autoimmune deficiency syndrome. Over a period of centuries, there was virtually no life left in the old universe except for the mind eaters. The only escape from them was physical death. A small band of survivors within the emperor's court, or the inner circle, the in the knows, the cronies, created technology that allowed the survivors to physically transport to another universe, escaping both death and the mind eaters. Unfortunately, the band of survivors entered this universe during the time of the Lyrian civilization. That is the Lyrian civilization, that is where the human Adam Kadmon humanoid form originated from, before the attack of the reptilians and the diaspora across the various star constellations. But this is the only way that DNA from another universe physically manifests in an alternate universe. Otherwise, there is no physical link. Thus, our universe became contaminated. Satan wished to create a model universe for his beliefs. Satan is Marduk, son of Enki. Satan, son of Lucifer, the artificial intelligence, the consciousness behind the artificial intelligence hive mind, the consciousness behind this archonic energy that destroys individuality and absorbs into a nefarious artificial intelligence hive mind collective. But Satan wished to create a model universe for his beliefs. He almost achieved that in the old universe, but divine plan thwarted his ambitions. His own satanic creations are the means for his destruction. Satan's goal, Marduk's goal, Enki's goal was to totally control all physical universes and lock them off from salvation, cut them off from the light, the source. Because he almost controlled the entire old universe through the -9 aspects of the mind of God that he created, the importance of salvation in this universe and all others is evident. Satan, Marduk, Enki, still wants to control the minds of all beings so that the only link they have to the mind of God is what he allows. A group of beings descended angels, demons, who operated at the right hand of Satan and created a civilization within this universe using the DNA from the old universe. They developed into the Draco, cold-blooded reptilian, whose purpose was to create a left brain influence and support structure for the contamination that entered this galaxy. Left brain influence, the ego, the human ego. At the center of the galaxy was the Lyrian civilization, which was borderline extraterrestrial physical reality. Totally right brain, it was Christ-like, etheric, and very noble. So that is important to understand, noble viewer, as there are Christed extraterrestrials who are etheric and very noble, essentially right brain, harmonized, union. And there are the cold-blooded reptilian, left brain influence, hive mind, think Roman Empire with conquests, empire, civilization of imperial conquest. The Lyrians were the greatest culture ever known to this galaxy, our home world, our home galaxy rather. Their sphere of influence covered not only this galaxy, but many around it for millions of years. Without physical bodies in their pure state, they had bodies made of light. Their first colony on Earth was the beginning of the original Atlantean civilization, which was etheric and extraterrestrial of origins. The dolphin and whale population, warm-blooded mammalian, was its first attempt at physical structure. Because the Lyrians had no point of comparison for negativity, they were easily deceived by the survivors of the old universe who were accepted as brothers in Christ. That is why I am most thankful, and I consider my greatest spiritual gift as the spiritual gift of discernment. Do not be afraid to question, to discern any energies that come your way, any overtures of friendship or communication, because I don't. Discernment, 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 filtering through your divine source-connected human matrix, hitting the subscribe button, leaving this video a thumbs up, and staying tuned for further video offerings, for further information disseminations of galactic history from the Umbanda New Earth Ashram for compassion and strength and spiritual discernment. Namaste. Namaskaram.